How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of my recent capital peak attacks. First, we're seeing that I got 1,530 from this last raid weekend. And we did 122 attacks, and we got just under 500,000 in loot and destroyed 49 districts. So it went up a little bit, but this video is going to be a little bit different and unique. And you can see we got 43,000, and I only did cleanup attacks on barbarian camps. So I wanted to really test the air version of the spam graveyard strategy that I've been using, and I really wanted to see, has it really changed that much for barbarian camp, or is it exactly the same, or is it even a little bit better since the balance changes? So sort of limit testing it this weekend. As you can see, we are clearing out some of these trash buildings so we can open up the deployment zone. Took out the first rocket artillery, and then we are moving our way slowly but surely into these back end splash targeting defenses. Most of the air skeletons are gone, so one thing that is definitely for sure is that we do get less skeletons, obviously, since the graveyard spell was nerfed by about 10%. However, even with that, there were the hit point and DPS reductions, and I feel like the balloons actually do a little bit better. I think they do a little bit better. Even though they got some adjustments as well, I think just overall, like typically I probably would not have this many balloons left over from an attack or from a base that had around 7,000 points remaining. We do clean up this base. We even get a bonus 210 points. So now we'll take a look at the next one and see how we do over there. Again, another barbarian camp cleanup. This one more of a standard variation. We just barely didn't take out the rock artillery on the first attack, so we're able to take it down with a zap spell. We have also taken out the other rock artillery, so we're only really concerned about these two back-end air bombs, and they're pretty close together, so a very deadly portion of the base that we have to watch out for. But if we separate the balloons correctly, ideally sending in one pack of balloons per air targeting defense, then we should be doing just fine. So do clear out some of the buildings and open up the deployment zone so we can directly target the air bombs on the left-hand side. Then those air bombs do some pretty good work and destroy those packs of balloons. Right now it is distracted by the skeletons. Sneak in one more pack, take them out, and we even clip the Tesla, take that defense out as well. So again, we have a few more packs of balloons. This rapid rockets is causing some issues, but not too much. And again, we have a lot of troops still remaining, a lot of skeletons, and even some of the minions that we did right at the beginning. Nothing left but the cleanup. So again, we take out a base that has just over 7,000 points remaining, and I mean, we know the deployment and how to place them, so we do get another cleanup attack and get all those points, which is very awesome. So now we'll take a look at one that I could not beat. Now this base, I purposely ended it sooner, so there would be closer to 8,000 points remaining. And I wanted to see, because we still have the two rocket artilleries, very healthy. And then we have one exterior air bombs. I was able to take out the other air bombs sort of on the edges of the base. But I wanted to see, because this is a little bit more of a difficult layout, since there are multiple layers, and we have a lot more points still available. So the defenses are higher levels. Definitely more of a difficult layout. So with all of that combined, I really wanted to see how do these balloons do. We're being very tactical with our balloons, doing the one pack of balloons per air targeting defense. We do take out the first rock artillery, and we are slowly getting closer to the second rock artillery. Our skeletons just barely don't take it out, and I think that may have been the difference. So I think we still would have gotten this if we had the old graveyard, because those few extra skeletons would have gotten it. But I think missing those skeletons just barely allowed the rocket artillery to live. So now we have to wait for the trash buildings to get cleared out, and we're gonna be sending in our last few packs of balloons, trying to swarm the base, hopefully trying to dodge some of the rocket artillery hits. Does not really go to plan. We are losing these balloons left and right, also due to the Teslas. They do a lot of damage to the balloons, so we get close, but not close enough. So unfortunately, we missed out on about like 700 points. Not too much of a big deal. We have some skeleton just trying to beat through the wall, but they're not going to do anything. So I did find the sort of the limit, in my opinion, which is about 7,500 points. I think it'd be pretty difficult if you go to finish off a base that has around 7,500 points. But if it has over 8,000 points, probably not going to be possible unless you have perfect deployment and perfect pathing to those defenses that you need to take out. So here we're looking at another pretty well upgraded base. Got those level 5 rocket artilleries. They do have an exterior air bombs, and they have an air bombs next in between the two rocket artillery. So very, very scary spot for balloons in the inside of the base. But air bombs is not able to take out those balloons, so a lot of them were able to take out multiple defenses and sometimes got hits on both of those defenses, which was super, super awesome. So we only have one pack of balloons left, and we have one rapid rockets left. So we take out that last spear thrower, and we have nothing to really clear out this trash building. So we have to send in our last pack from the long way just in case that rapid rocket took out, or maybe if there's an air bombs or something. But we were able to take it out. Definitely was a lot closer. Only maybe 10 skeletons left. And those are sort of on the back end of the base. And then only a handful of balloons, but we were still able to take it out. So again, we had good success on bases so far, 7,600 and lower. And then we failed on that one that was a little bit tougher, that was above 8,000. So let's take a look at the next two attacks. And hopefully this is able to show you guys that you can really try and focus on two-shotting the barbarian camps and trying to get all those points. So here we had a little bit of a unique layout where sort of this first layer that has been destroyed, they had all of their air bombs in that section of the base. So we actually went in with a ground attack, took those all out, because you can very easily take out the first layer of defenses with ground. If they're all air defenses or air targeting defenses, that's a lot of good value. We also cleared like half the base, so we have really good deployment opened up, deploy anywhere we want. And we took out the rock artilleries, no more splash, so we are just absolutely murdering this base. Got only one spear thrower remaining that can even damage our balloons. And we sent in our last pack of balloons to directly target it. We have so many balloons left, like we're gonna get a lot of bonus points. So very, very nice cleanup attack. We're able to get the 7,285 plus 501 points from that one attack, which is amazing. So it's definitely beneficial to have all your troops stay alive, because we only lost about a third of our army in that attack. So we're on to the final replay, the last barbarian camp. Sort of a medium upgraded base. They're not even District Hall level 5, but they do have their defenses pretty well upgraded. So it looks like they're focused on maxing out the defenses before fully upgrading. Personally, I think in the capital peak it's better if you actually rush the districts. That way you can upgrade your offensive troops faster. So then you have the maxed out offense, and maybe your defense isn't as great, but you can still be on par with all the other clans and use the full strength of your attacking power to clear out the districts. So here we can see we took out all the air bombs, all the rock artilleries, got the duo pair of rapid rockets and the hidden Teslas. And then we have a couple of spear throwers up top. We are out of balloons to deploy, so we are just going to have to rely on these balloons cruising forward. But the spear throwers now are so weak. Like, before, the spear throwers were actually kind of scary. Like, they would actually take down balloons pretty steadily. But now the spear throwers, I feel like the spear throwers deal like almost no damage to balloons. Like we had that one pack of balloons, there were 2 spear throwers and an air defense, and I think they took out like 2 or 3 balloons, and then we had a couple balloons actually arrive on top of the air defense and splash onto the spear throwers, which is crazy. So highly recommend using this strategy. You know, the first thing you gotta do is clear out some of the trash, open up the walls for deployment for the second attack, and then just kind of send in the balloons as you can. And you know, again, we are hitting our new all-time highest record, which is 43,000 capital peak points. Very, very awesome. Again, we missed out on about 700 points from that one fail, so you know, we could potentially maybe even get up to 7,000 per attack. And hopefully with bonus points, maybe we can even start reliably getting 42,000 each capital raid weekend, which would be insane. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. There's a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.